All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Kakodash.
Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Wakasai, Wabarakim. Peace, mercy, and blessings unto all of you, the Kwani Wa'akim, unto the Bayashal Dawadah, the house of David, unto the hopeful elect. All right. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means He exists, or He is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahushai, which means he's the deliverer. Okay? In this video right here, you know, is the New Year's Eve of destruction. You know, because in a couple of hours, according to Esau's time, it's going to be 2022. You know, here, according to this man's time, his New Year occurs in the goddamn dead of winter. You know, and we're here in upstate New York. We're experiencing some very strange weather, man. You know, outside is foggy as hell. It's a real eerie, dreadful, dark vibe. Okay, so this year is going to bring a lot of judgment, a lot of destruction. Okay, and you know what the scripture says, man? It says judgment shall start at the house of Israel. You know, the brothers just informed me, you know, that you got guys going live as we speak, you know, trying to down talk our apostles and elders, man.
Correcting them.
Trying to correct them.
He said, it's time for you to come back to the truth, elder.
Man.
Way to bring in the new year.
And meanwhile, you have Russia, you know, and America at each other's throats. Okay, so that's Gog and Magog and the whore of Babylon. All right, you got fucking Israel has a $3 billion plan to strike Iran, Persia. You got prophecies popping off, man. Okay, and each year we know brings a different spirit, which is why people have their New Year's resolutions and shit. So we're excited to see what Apostle Tahar and the elders are going to deem this year to be, because this year is the hastening of the coming of our Lord and Savior Yahushua, and the year's gone, man. Call Lord Yahushua. The Wadi Yahweh Yahushua for keeping us in the truth for another year. You know, you gotta count your blessings, man. You gotta be grateful. The Lord kept us in it. You know, we went to camp week in, week out. We did our shows. You know, we're working out our own salvation, man, with fear and trembling, man. Shalom, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Kakodash, Brakatham. To all you sincere sheep out there, man, that's just going to be tuning in. You know, until you Sequania, Wa'akim, you know, you few Akwatium out there, man. You know, Baba Kashah, post those scriptures on the comment board. Lord willing, we'll get, you know, we can get to them. You know? But hey, that's what we're here to do. We're here to feed the sheep, you know, prophesy, reprove, rebuke. You know, and we're just going with the spirit, man. You know, because that's what this thing's about. Trusting in Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua. Got that, brother?
Yep. You want to start from the top? St. Matthew 24 and verse 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple.
Right, so envision this, man. Put yourself back in that time. Okay? The Lord Yahushua himself is with his men, and they're showing him the temple. Okay? They're showing him the places, all the great buildings from that time. Keep going.
Verse 2, and Yahushua said unto them, seek ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another.
Right, so what is he talking about? He's speaking about, what, 70 AD? Because what happened in 70 AD? Well, actually, it started in 66 AD. You had the so-called Jewish-Roman wars, which we know was the Hebrew Israelites versus the Romans, who are Edomites. But guess what? You had a lot of Israelites that were enlisted in the Roman military, so that you can understand. In fact, you have one Israelite by the name of Judas Tiberius Alexander, who was pretty much a very high-ranking general in the Roman military, who helped besiege Israel in 70 AD and was destroyed under Titus and Vespasian, man. Okay, and what happened? You had the Sicarii, all right? There was this fucking committing suicide. Okay, there was infighting. You know, a lot happened in 70 AD, man, but it was Bible prophecy that the temple in Jerusalem will be destroyed and that our people would be scattered. Okay, so we haven't been in our land for a long time. Okay, then when you go to the Dark Ages, you know, the Crusades, the Holy Wars, you know, the Lord had allowed some jakes to get the land back for a season. You know, but now we're really about to get our land back, man. Call Lord Yahweh. You know, Yahweh's about to send his son, Yahushua, back, and we're going to have our land forever. We're going to be joint heirs with Yahushua. Lord willing, we're part of the elect, man. The elect will be joint heirs with Yahushua, and the elect are going to rule this kingdom. All right?
I read a quick fact about the Jewish-Roman War?
For sure.
This is on Wikipedia. It says, I'll just read it verbatim. It says, the Jewish-Roman wars had, wars, because like I said, it started at 66, and then it really ended, past 70 AD.
Yeah, because that's Jake's spirit. Jake is rebellious. Jake's a warrior. You ain't gonna just take Jake down like that, So that's why it took so long.
Right. It says the Jewish-Roman wars had a dramatic impact on the Jew people, turning them from a major population in the Eastern Mediterranean into a scattered and persecuted minority.
Right, because our people got scattered into different parts of the Greek Empire, which the Greek Empire was annexed by the Romans, which is why it's known as the Greco-Roman Empire, right? Different parts of Turkey, Galatia.
Yep.
Me and the brothers were going into the book of Galatia. Guess what? Those people of Galatia were put in the land of Galatia by Antiochus.
Yeah.
When he Hellenized them, man.
Yeah.
So the people of Galatia are Israelites.
Yeah.
You see, so people got scattered into Egypt. Okay, our people got scattered into different parts of India. Like I said, Rome. You have the book of Romans, who are addressing the Israelites in Rome.
And just one more. It says the Jewish-Roman wars are often cited as a disaster to Jewish society. Which is true, because that was the destruction of the Second Temple, which was prophecy, and that's why Yahweh Shai, why he quoted as in the book of Daniel to the abomination and desolation, to show you what was going to befall Israel a second time by this great empire. And Israel has never been the same ever since. Just like there was that point where we got scattered, or we got broken up, and we weren't a united kingdom anymore.
Right, after Solomon went back to the spirit realm, you had Jeroboam and Rehoboam. Right. Which Jeroboam was the king over the north, but he drove Israel to great sin, and he had them worship the golden calf all over again. All right, he kicked out all the Levites, okay, and then Benjamin joined himself to Judah. So this is why on the tribal chart you have the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And then you have the northern kingdom, Ephraim and his companions, from Ephraim all the way to Issachar.
Right.
You see? So you got to know that history.
Right.
Back in Matthew 24 and verse 2, and it says, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
Right. So the Lord told him, like, look, pretty much everything you see, you think this is so great or whatever, this shit's going to be destroyed. It ain't going to be here no more.
Verse 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives.
But that had to take place because this whole truth is about faith. That's why in Malachi 4 it says he would send Elijah again to restore them back to the Father. Exactly. Let me grab that real quick.
Beautiful.
So it had to be completely devoured because the third temple is spiritual.
Yeah.
Okay? Each brother being a lively stone, Yahweh Shai being the chief cornerstone, which was a stumbling block and a rock of offense. So all that has been taking place is all perfectly being built up. The build up is it's amazing to watch. And now we're entering a new year, okay, that Americans are afraid of. They're afraid of 2022. All right, and we're excited. We actually, we should be the ones celebrating. We should be the ones in a jovial spirit. All right, another year down. It's just like you in prison. That's another year down. Esau gives you football numbers. Well, that's another year down.
Right. Esau gave you 10 years. You did 9. You were excited. What? I only got 1 year left. You're going to get released early off good behavior.
Well, that's the spirit. You just had this truck driver. He got sentenced to 110 years. Yeah, and then they said the power of social media got him down to 10 years. So they knocked 100 years off of his sentence.
Yep.
And 1,000 years is as 1 day, and 1 day is 1,000. So that was very spirit, and it was a Jake. So social media has been used for 2 reasons: wickedness and righteousness. Because right now this is social media, is it not?
It is.
Now social meaning a follower, media meaning the goddess of illusion. But through that, the light, the gospel is shining forth, and blessed are your eyes that you can see. So the social media has power through the spirit.
Right, and that's a very great point, because you got to think, what if the Lord was here today? And the apostles, would they have to write letters? No, we got phones. We could just hit record.
Yeah.
These are the modern day epistles. Starting with our apostles and elders, when they got on YouTube in 2007, they were putting out epistles in video form, man. So now we just press play. We can see their faces. It's prophecy. The eyes shall see thy teachers. You see?
Yep. And then right now we got a 2-week ban on our 4th main channel. So we're pre-recording as well, which Lord's will go up on our 5th channel, but we're going live on my personal channel right now. So it's like if Esau blocks this way, we just pivot to the left.
It's like you know,
yeah,
like when some get people,
exactly.
Okay, you want to do this?
Yeah,
we're gonna do that. We're
right.
gonna prairie, and then we still gonna attack. We're only attack, man. You know, Yahweh Shem Shai is our defense. But us pushing out this gospel constantly, as the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai through our apostles and elders have said. You know that what we should be doing daily edification videos.
Yeah.
So what is that? That's a constant attack on wickedness, man.
Yeah.
Pulling down the strongholds, okay, which is upheld by your vocab Malones, your rap the news, yeah, right, your what are your memes, etc., man, you know, all of these guys, your General Yohanas, your Nates, who are telling people to do things that which you ought not to do. You see.
Well, it reminds me, if I could read this quick account,
yes,
when one letter gets burned, then the Lord puts a spirit on us to write another one. When one channel gets struck, well, then the Lord puts a spirit on us to do another one. That's it.
My bad.
No.
I was gonna say it's so heavy. I actually have 3 channels.
See,
you know, I've got 3, and the Lord willing, you know, I'm on Odyssey, you know, which Odyssey is kind of tricky to upload, you know, so I couldn't upload my videos. But brothers are moving to different platforms and are still pushing. That's the point,
right?
You see, so you're gonna have brothers moving to different platforms like Odyssey, BitChute, if you will.
Yeah.
Rumble. You know.
Real quick, this is Jeremiah 36 and 27, and it reads. It says, "Then the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah after that the king had burned the roll and the words which Baruch wrote at the mouth of Jeremiah, saying, Take thee again another roll and write in it all the former words that were in the first roll, which Jehoiakim, the king of Judah, had burned." So just like what the prophets had to go through, you know, back in the ancient days, you know, they would write something in the spirit and it got burned. Well, the Lord said, well, do it again. So this is what we're going through right now, because this is the process of building. This is the process of what the prophets had to go through in captivity while dealing with the wicked portions of Israel and the enemy. You know, so what we're going through right now is nothing new under the sun. You know,
that's the spirit you said that. This is First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse. I'm gonna start at verse 56. It says, "And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law, which they found, they burned them with fire." Okay? "And wheresoever was found with any of the book of the testament, or any consented to the law, the king's commandment was that they should put him to death." You know, in the modern day way of them doing this is pretty much taking our channels down, deleting our videos, you know, blacklisting us, you know, however you want to say it. You know, that's the modern way of them doing this. And also it's the persecution. You know, I don't know if you brothers have seen that video about the so-called man with the 2 daughters.
Yep.
They don't know how they passed away, but they do know they were black Hebrew Israelites, and that was the reason they passed away. Right. So that's the persecution, which is going to give them pretty much a pretext to roll on the true believers, man.
And that's also going to be the last efforts of you know, there shall be no might in your hand, will they take your children. So they're going to come for our kids too. We need to save your children from his beliefs.
Right.
You know, what's these wicked baby mothers do?
Right.
Oh, he's not a fit father. He might be down with this. He doesn't like that. While she's over here doing this for child support, the FBI picks this statement up, and now it's blasted all over, you know?
Right.
It's used as evidence.
Right. You know? Which we know persecution is coming, you know, because Yahweh said, Yahweh was persecuted, right? He was mocked, he was scorned, they ridiculed him. And he was on the cross, they was talking shit, they told him, get down and save yourself. You know? And what did Yahweh tell his men? He said, the servant is not greater than his master.
Can I read something real quick, Baba Kashar? So I looked up list of book burning incidents. The number 1.1 is what did we just read?
Maccabees.
No, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
And then the Maccabees. Look at this. 1.1. A scroll written by the Hebrew prophet Jeremiah burned by King Jehoiakim. And then when you go down to number 6, Jewish holy books burned by the Seleucid monarch Antiochus IV. So you mean to tell me that our history is fable?
Right. So you know what that proves? Psalms 83.
Yep.
Because you could have wicked niggas.
Yep.
Because you have sellouts. And also sellouts are taking part of Psalms 83.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
You know,
Google's on our side.
Yeah.
When you actually look at it for really what it is, when you Google things, it's really benefiting us because right here it has writings by Plato. Plato's real, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's in the listings of Jeremiah's and the Judah's and this. So how can these men, right, how can fictional and non-fictional coexist?
Yeah, Plato's a Greek.
See?
You know, which a lot of those Greeks, like Socrates, those are Jakes, man.
Oh, look at this. Look. And then guess what else is on here? Oh, look. Torah scrolls burned by Roman soldiers. And look at this one. Sorcery scrolls by early converts to Christianity. Remember in Ephesus in Acts 17?
Yep.
They burned those sorcery books that we read at camp.
Yeah. Yep. We just read that.
After the 7 sons of Sceva got beat up.
And yep. And that's when the woman was kept following Paul. And
yep.
Finally,
Yep. Wow.
I got a quick precept.
Okay.
This is Daniel chapter 12. Let's see where I'm going to start at. And 4. Really, I could start at 1. You know, I'm going to just start at 1. This is Daniel 12, verse 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as was never since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Right, so pretty much, man, it's going to get very bad out here. Okay, because what you've seen in 2020, 2021, guess what? It's only going to amp up in 2022. The judgments are going to increase, starting with the house of Israel, starting with you wicked ass niggas that know that you're Israelites. Okay, you might be at camp. The Most High is going to judge y'all, man. Most High is going to send an extreme judgment out here, man. Okay, to where the Lord is going to have to send an angel to come and protect you, just like he sent an angel to get Lot, man. You know, and more judgment is going to increase on wicked women, right, the alphabet soup community, okay, upon all you wicked ass non-believers out here. It's going to get really bad for non-believers, okay? So your faith got to be strong, man. You got to be building up your faith, and that's why we do these videos to edify to sheep, because that's what these videos do, man. They boost your faith. That's why it's important to watch, okay, read, pray, fast, all right, have some balance in your life, work out, do what you got to do, man, okay, because 2021 shit is going to amp up. At the end of 2022 shit is going to amp up. At the end of 2021, we see what? The pushing the Karagma. The UN revealed a beast that resembles the beast of Rev 13, okay? So you're going to tell me if you get a mark from that animal, it's not going to leave a physical mark on you?
Right.
You see, you're going to see that. You see, that's what Rev 13 is speaking about, man. Okay? If any animal gives you a bite, if you will,
right, yep,
you're going to see that. Okay? What's Esau? What's his blessing? The sword. It's what? Pretty much what? Carnality. So how can this man give you anything spiritual?
Right.
It don't make sense, man.
Right.
You see?
Right, and you know, it proves that because Esau is a master witch, but even with his tactics through Satan, it's not on the level that it's got everybody. He has to push something carnally to control you because he hasn't been given complete control of people on a spiritual level. Right, because if that was true, then he wouldn't need a physical mark. Why it says in Revelations 13 that you can buy and sell with. If that was the case, then he would have been had everybody already locked in on a spell of money and buy. I mean, people are at it, but they snap out of it. You know, a woman's, stripping, then she gets out of it. You know, remember the one woman Damn, she was with Jay-Z and all them, and she had that song.
Amil,
yeah. He wanted me to, that's
listen to Amil Quarles, man. Yeah. In that song about Amil, she speaks about Rev 13.
This is the mark of the beast.
She's rebuking Christmas. That's a fire-ass song, man. Yeah. I heard that song when I was first learning the truth.
Yeah.
And that song came out back when fucking Jay-Z had that song on Rush Hour.
Lucifer?
Bounce With Me.
Oh, yeah.
The song from Rush Hour.
Yeah.
She was in the video.
Yeah.
You know, but what happened? She was around those Illuminati niggas that she had learned some information, and most I put the spirit on to make her song. That song, you don't hear about her no more, man. No. You see?
So
actually, my bad. No. Actually, Apostle Tahar did a video about her and Rev 13.
See? So Esau doesn't have full control, even though he was given the earth. But like, look at us. If his spells would work, if it'd be possible, it would deceive the elect. So it's not possible. So he has to push something carnal because he hasn't been given the spiritual power to control spiritually, like who? Yahweh.
Exactly.
Yahweh Shai.
What is he seeking? He's seeking total control.
Yeah.
You know, going back to that interview between Aaron Russo and one of the Rockefellers. Nick Rockefeller.
Nick Rockefeller.
You know, he told them that they want total control, and their goal is to give people their bite from this wicked animal, which the UN just revealed the statue of this thing as a symbol of peace. What does it say in Thessalonians? When they shall say peace and safety, then shall sudden destruction come.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then what did we have earlier this month, man? We had a solar eclipse over Alaska, I believe it was. Then after that, shit been snowballing, right? That's when they came out with the Omarion. A lot is happening in the spirit, man. You know?
Yeah. I got a quick precept. This is 2 Corinthians 4:4, which actually I might have to even start up. This is 2 Corinthians 4:3. It says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Now I'm going to go to 4, but I'm going to read it in the NIV. It says, the God of this age has blinded the minds of the unbelievers. So the minds of these people are blinded. And when you go into that word blinded, it means to darken. So he has darkened their mind through possessions, through spells, all right, through spiritual fornication, witchcraft, the mistress.
Yeah, mistress witchcraft.
You know, he's done that, but he hasn't been given the access to tap into that level to where it could take over even the elect. Because we were once Gentiles in the flesh, but his sorcery never was allowed to keep us as Gentiles in the flesh, i.e. Ezekiel, 38? The dry bones, 37, the water rising up. So prophecy gets in the way of Esau's agenda.
Right, it like throws a monkey wrench in his wicked plan.
Right.
Because you can precept Ezekiel 37 with Rev 11.
Right.
And what does it say? Because when we was in the world, we was dead body. And I was once a dead body, you know, as well as these brothers. But then when we came into this truth, that's when that breath came into us. Right. And we started breathing again. We started seeing again. What did Morpheus tell Neo in the Matrix? You know, you're just using your eyes.
Yeah. Well, even Fabulous. Breathe. You know, you gotta. Now we're breathing, man.
Right. He was a dry bone.
Yeah.
Now he's breathing.
Yeah.
You see, so he can't. Nothing he can do can trump the spirit, because his blessing is nothing spiritual. It's all carnality, which is why he pushes towards what? Technology.
Yeah.
Transhumanism.
Yeah.
You see, so he really envies Jacob's blessing, man.
Yep.
Which is why he hates us so much.
Just to finish it off, because this proves it. It says, the God of 2 Corinthians 4:4 NIV, the God of this age has blinded the minds of unbelievers so that they cannot see the light of the gospel that displays the glory of Hamashiach.
Right. What are some of those things that he used to blind these people? Religion. Jesus Christ, JC, right? I made a delivery, you know, at this one house, and this lady came to the door, which I perceive as a witch, and she got a big ass picture of JC right on that damn door. You see? I said, this bitch is a witch.
Because they know it's an idol.
Exactly, it's an idol. That's idolatry. So that's one of the ways he blinds people's minds. Because people, when they pray, they're praying to that image. They think God is that image. They think God is all love. They think you can come as you are. They think the laws are done away with. The laws were nailed to the cross. You see? He also deceived them with democracy. These different nations follow everything America does, man. They got the suit and tie. The different nations are allowed the same, you know, beings, I'm going to say, to get married. All right? Sodom and Gomorrah, man. You know, they follow everything that Babylon does, man.
Yeah, he emphasizes the 4 letters in Homo sapien.
Yep.
You know?
Right.
So when you go into the word blind in 2 Corinthians 4:4, it says in the New Testament, metaphorically, to blunt the mental discernment, darken the mind. That's what he's done to the people. He's darkened their mind. But it says, lest the glorious light of the gospel shall shine unto them. So no matter what he's done, if the Lord wants you awake, you will be awake.
Yeah.
This is why he needs a carnal mark, and that's why he said, my God, you know, he said, I got it, and I feel like I lost my faith.
Yep.
Because that so-called Jim Jones juice attacks your double G, man.
That's why he's into the GOV alphabets are into metaphoric, you know, things that you intake, you know. That's why they give you certain hallucinogens, because they're trying to take you out your psyche. All right. Esau mastered mass psychology in the 1920s. Okay. And I'll say this, in the 1900s, this is why steak and eggs is the staple of breakfast. That came out in the 1920s and 30s. This is why women smoking came out in the 1920s, because what they did was they staged publicity stunts and they set up people to, they call them an initiator, to, and then they get the media involved, and it causes a chain reaction and other people jump on board. So he does live social experiments to get you on board. This is why you had a black woman by the name of Sandra be the first one and woman to get the flesh wound, because who's he ultimately aiming to get? Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And who does he use to get Jake? The black woman.
Well, you just had Big Sean say that the closest thing to God is the black woman.
Right.
So that makes 100% sense.
Right.
You know.
You want to go back to Matthew 24? I got a precept real quick.
Oh, go ahead, do the precept.
This 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
You know why we're not ignorant of his devices? All right, because it tells you in Sirach that you should never trust your enemy. Okay, so number one, if you know who your enemy is, you know you're gonna be checking this nigga out. You're not gonna trust him in the first place, and then from you checking out, you will learn his devices. One of his major devices is the media, which he used to deceive the people. All right, the 19 News Network and all these different networks that are all owned by like maybe 5 other, you know, whatever, man. Okay. But that's one of his biggest tools. That's one of his biggest devices to push his evil purpose. The perfect example of that is what are they doing with all these different variants and these boosts, man? These boost mobiles.
Well, can I read this real quick?
You know?
This is the word media. It says media, goddess of illusion, was the daughter of King Aretes. It was a Greek goddess.
Yep.
You see? And it was said, was known as the wise one for her skill of healing, prophecy, and using drugs and herbs.
Right, which is a goddamn lie, man.
Pharmakia.
You know, exactly, which means what? Witchcraft.
So there's a reason why he calls it media. Okay? No, I'm press. I'm media. I'm an illusionist. Okay?
He got people walking around with fucking muzzles on their face, man. It's to the point now, if you don't have one, people are looking at you like,
yeah.
Like, ew, get away from me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Damn.
You can't even, you can't even talk to a woman no more, man. You got it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You sing it out. Real quick, if you guys don't mind, got it, the meaning of the word illusion. Go back to Medea. It says a mockery, scorning, derision, or it says an act of deception.
You say mockery, right? You people are being mocked. You know, pretty much what they're telling you subliminally is put the mask on and shut the F up.
Yep.
You know, shut the F up and get your booster, nigga.
Yep.
All right? And they don't even care if it's their own people. That's how real it is, man.
Yep.
You know?
Well, I was at work and they told me to cover it over my nose. I already had it on, But then it's like, nope, you need it fully over you.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You need it fully, completely. You need to be completely suffocated.
Yep.
And you know what? The brother, I believe it was the brother Rama. You know, he sent the article and said that the shit can come from parts.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
That's mockery, man.
Yeah.
It's lewd. It's nasty.
Yeah.
But hey, Babylon's a very lewd, nasty place. And like I said earlier, it's the fog, like the fog moving outside. You don't know, you don't know what could be out there, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, also it's New Year's Eve of destruction. A lot of people about to die tonight, man.
Yeah.
Right. All over the world, people gonna get put to death. There's gonna be great judgment. People gonna be out there committing adultery. Niggas gonna find out. Niggas gonna get smoked. All right, you gonna have people getting stabbed, shot. You gonna have wicked ass women getting put to death. These judgments are only going to increase, man. We're at the end, man.
Right.
They got the Rev 13 on the mainstream news, and it's coming out of what? Sweden, the beast, man. Call all y'all about man. You gotta be excited, man. We getting out of here, man.
I got a quick one. So I looked up mask on the online etymology, and it says noun. It is perhaps from Arabic mascara. It means buffoon, mockery.
Oh wow, mascara.
Mascara.
Which is what
that is. Look, mascara.
Which is what these
women.
These bitches, really, because they're bitches are a shameless being.
Yep. So that's illusionists wearing that mascara. Women will do that too when they got that adulterous demon on them because they're trying to deceive you.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm good. You got a man. Now she's coming to work now with more makeup on. Like, damn, what's going on?
Eyeliner and shit.
So it goes in buffoon, mockery, be mocked, ridiculed. You see? So all these things we're talking about is coming to an end. Okay? All the witchcraft, the illusions, the fornications, the adultery, okay? All these things that people have given their lives over to have been brainwashed into believing, all right, the Lord is going to shut it down, okay? Yeah, just like the so-called ball dropping, you got a couple people out there, or you got people watching it on live, okay?
Right, for sure.
Hey, I'll tell you what, man, the way things are going, if there was an EMP and all the lights were to turn off, people would be through. And that's in Ecclesiastes 12.
Beautiful. Man.
When it says they look out their windows, it's dark because you got to be in your home. But then the only access you get to what's going on is in your home through the phone or television. Now there's no electricity. There's no Wi-Fi. You don't know what's going on.
Right. You out of the loop. Because your whole life is in your hand. You speak to people all day on your phone. The wicked shit that your whole life is pretty much on your phone. Guess what? That's transhumanism. That's conditioning.
Exactly. It is. It's merging man with machine. He's getting you so used to it. People now, when they go to pay, they're immediately boop, boop, or they do the watch, boop. So they're already, and I'll watch them. They'll be like this, oh, and they're like, this is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I just bought cigarettes with my watch. You see?
Nigga brought a $15 pack of marbles.
But what he don't know is that what he's buying to smoke, soon that technology is going to get his ass smoked.
That's right.
You see?
You're going to feel that fire too, man. Nigga brought a $15 pack of marbles with his iPhone watch, man. Pretty soon the watch is going to be, they're going to put it in you, man.
And soon we're going to be watching you.
That's right.